It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
We got rain coming in, although it doesn't feel like it. It was supposed to rain all day today, and we didn't get a single drop in Burbank. And not only that, but it's hot outside. There's like a warm, it feels like Florida outside. It's hot, it's humid. And it's just, I hope we didn't oversell or undersell, whatever the case is. Hope we didn't misguide people here. I mean, maybe the rain is coming, but God almighty, this feels horrible out right now. It's hot, humid. I can't do anything with my hair on a day like today.
Muggy, yeah. Does it just go frizz on you?
Yeah, it just gets all frowsy, and I can't.
It's made up a word.
Yeah. You never use that term, frowsy?
Frowsy?
Yeah.
No, can't say that.
Wait a minute. Maybe my family did make up that word. That's possible. Because we used to tease my brother that he had frowsy hair. I wonder if that's a word.
How would you spell that?
Frowsy, 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 frowsy. I don't know where we got that word.
Dirty, untidy, slovenly in appearance or smell. So, okay. All right. Scruffy and neglected in appearance. Yeah.
Yeah, we nailed it. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. All right, we got a lot going on today. You're going to need to keep it on this station to give you the rain reports. I know. It's not here. I get it. They said, I'm not trying to blame everybody but me, but they did say it was coming, and it ain't here, right? So here's what this leads me to sort of get in trouble here. If on Tuesday they can't predict Thursday's weather, how the F are they predicting 50 years from now? You know, the guys and gals that are predicting a total collapse of the jet stream on the East Coast of America in 500 to 800 years. How are they forecasting that if they tell us on Tuesday it's going to be raining all day Thursday and there's not a drop? Now, maybe we got lucky or unlucky, whoever you look at the weather. But Crozier, did you get any?
No.
None?
No, zero. You know, we talked yesterday about how earlier in the week they said it was going to start overnight Wednesday into Thursday, and then it became a little bit more morning Thursday, and then yesterday we were saying how they've already moved it into the afternoon.
Yes.
By the time I got in today, they had said 4 p.m., so I guess, and it sure doesn't look like it's going to jump in. I'm seeing the sun right behind you through the glass.
I'm going to the window to look.
But yeah, 4 o'clock now, they were saying that was sort of their time frame, and I don't know if it's hitting anywhere else, but we're not getting any reports. And I certainly didn't see any at home.
From where I'm standing right here, I can see Glendale, and there's the clouds over Glendale. There's clouds over the mountains. There's a few clouds to the west, but there's nothing overhead. I mean, if I were to go out today and just walk around, I'd use sunscreen. Today. Remember when your mom and dad said, when it's cloudy out, that's when you get the most burned.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then you're like, what? Really? Wait a minute. When there's no sun, I get burned? And it turns out they're right. You know, that's when you get aced by the sun.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I always figured it was just because it's deceptive and you just think it isn't. And so you're more reckless with your body and how you protect yourself.
That might be it. But, you know, the worst is when you're out in the ocean or near the ocean or on a boat or something, because then you get all the sun coming off the water and from, you know, the sun itself. You usually get zapped.
Yeah.
Absolutely zapped. But I do remember, you know, my sister and her friends going to a friend's pool and hanging out and putting baby oil on themselves, you know, to try to get tanner. I don't think that's recommended anymore.
Yeah, and lemon juice in the hair.
Lemon juice in the hair, right. And also, remember the big solar screen you'd put in front of you to reflect the sun into your face?
The folding solar.
Right, yeah, the folding mirror.
Let me concentrate the sun's power onto me.
Right. And then you end up with a doctor, and the doctor's like, hey, how'd this happen? Well, I put on baby oil my whole life with a folding mirror. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you've got some problems. You've got some problems. All right. Let's talk about the heaviest rain, when we're going to get it. If we're going to get it, I don't know. All right, let's talk to Alex Stone here. He's the best. Alex, I didn't mean to delay there, but I couldn't hear.
You're good.
I couldn't hear the phone. So, music history being made. Top country song is AI generated. Is that possible?
That it is. Yeah, right now.
Oh my God!
By the way, the National Weather Service just put out a tweet, an X, a moment ago. Now they're saying Friday night into Saturday, it's going to be insanity.
Okay.
I mean, that is actually what they're saying. Stay home Friday night and all day Saturday. Yeah, they say flooding and mudslides and everything. They now claim it's going to be heavier than originally thought.
Okay.
Friday night into Saturday. So we'll see.
You've had some experience working in other cities. Have you ever worked in Chicago?
I haven't lived there, but I've done storms there. Yeah.
Okay. If they did this report in Chicago, like stay home because it's going to rain, everybody be fired on TV.
That's why Kimmel loves to do the bits where they show, all of our local reporters out there going, oh, look at this. And then they find a puddle that they step in. Yeah.
That's great.
But anyway, the AI, yeah. So the most downloaded country song right now in America on the Billboard Country Digital Song Sales Chart, which is the Billboard chart now where they do downloads, is Walk My Walk by an artist called Breaking Rust. And it's not a human. And it's been downloaded over 3 million times in less than a month. And here, let me play it for you. This is Walk My Walk.
Okay.
The number one country song right now on downloads.
Drink straight. You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk.
So that is not human. That is AI. And there's no real human performing Walk My Walk. It's AI generated. It's beating out actual humans for the top spot on the Billboard chart now. And it's all the talk on social media because you got some people going, oh, well, this is the future, and others not really knowing how to, and, there's some who think it's creepy and weird, but this is what people are saying online.
It's made by a robot. It's an AI-generated song, and I'm not sure how to feel about that.
As a graduate of a music industry program, this is fascinating to me. As an artist, this is absolutely insane to me.
I heard today from a guy who says he makes country music who said that song is junk and that it's no good. Well, I don't think it matters if it's at the top of the Billboard chart. That's all they care about. If they're going to make money and they don't have to pay for a human to do it. If the general public is loving it and you can make money off of it. Billboard says Breaking Rust, they do confirm it's AI generated, but there have been at least 6, they say, AI performers to chart in the past 6 months alone. And this is one of the other ones. It, I guess, is R&B and gospel music. 44 million streams and totally AI created.
Let go, let God give him control.
Yeah, so there's a songwriter behind it. The songwriter puts it in the computer, and then the computer actually performs it, and the songwriter never has to go into a studio, pay for studio time, pay for a human. But, yeah, you remember a few weeks ago we were talking about Tilly Norwood, the 100% AI actress, and so this is kind of on par with that, where now country artists and musicians in general are saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. But for companies, they don't have to deal with humans and contracts and money and royalties and vocal problems and all that.
But what happens when they go to concert? It's just an empty stage?
That's the part of it that I think real humans have the leg up, so to speak, on, where they can actually go and make money performing in concert until maybe the whole hologram thing. I don't know. That's the moneymaker of going out and performing live is something obviously AI can't do.
But was it Willy Navilli? What was that? Chocolate
Milli Vanilli?
Yeah. But isn't that sort of like the same deception where they didn't write those songs, they didn't sing those songs?
I guess so. Didn't they lip sync those?
Yeah, they lip synced. Right. Yeah. Right. So I don't know why that's so bad. If this is good, or vice versa. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's the school of thought of if it's entertainment and you're entertained, who cares if you think it's real? Who cares if it's real or not? But there's still kind of the creepy form to it that there's not actually.
This is awful for artists. Awful.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I never thought it would come this quickly.
Yeah, if a company can't, if they can just not have to pay anybody and just pump out music like that, they can just make money.
Oh, yeah.
Like crazy.
Did they, with this country song, did they put out the whole fake pictures as well? And
there's a video to it, too. Yeah, and I think it looks AI generated as well, but it's, kind of one of those, it looks real, but there's something not quite right about it.
So it's like the Velvet Sundown over the summer that hit #1 on Spotify with, 3 consecutive albums in, less than a month. That was all AI.
That is
crazy.
Unbelievable. Well, look, AI is going to replace everybody. I heard, I put in 5 minutes of audio into a computer and then gave it a topic, like album sales are up. And it did 5 minutes of my voice talking about album sales that are up. And my wife couldn't tell the difference.
I can't tell the difference right now. I know you're AI right now. Yeah, there's actually apps so you can. They don't make the songs as well as there with Walk My Walk, but they're pretty good. Where they're just consumer apps now that you can go in and say, "Make me a country song and make it about this," and boom, it'll give you kind of a rudimentary country song.
Yeah, who is the guy that flips off the piano? He does that rolling flip.
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone.
Oh, yeah.
Benson Boone put in his voice and a couple of topics, and that AI wrote a song in about 4 minutes that he loved, and then I think he's going to record it.
Wow, I thought you meant he flips it off with his hand. I was like, why does he flip off the piano?
No,
but then I realized what you were talking about.
That's his move.
Piano.
Right.
Yeah, you did it, piano.
But I don't know. Look, we're still in the infant stages of AI, and it's already come this far.
And it's moving quickly.
Yeah.
And like we talked about before, that only a couple years ago, you would look at a crowd that's AI generated, and everybody had like these melted off looking faces,
right,
like 18 fingers. It doesn't do that anymore.
And now when I look at commercials on YouTube or TikTok, I can't tell which ones are fake. Like there was one for all these celebrities were doing an ad for a new gardening company. I'm like, wow, how did they get all these celebrities to do these ads for a local gardening company? But it wasn't. It was AI, and it looked exactly and sounded exactly like the celebrities. They got a cease and desist. But while it's up there, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, and the voiceovers all sound like amazing voiceovers. It's no longer a local commercial voiceover.
Right. For guys that do impressions, that's over too, I think.
Yeah.
Because
you don't need it. It'll do an exact impression.
Right. Stick it into a machine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unreal. Buddy, I appreciate you coming on.
Ding Enjoy
dong
the rain.
with you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, stay dry.
Rain reports from you tomorrow, huh?
That's right. Okay. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, man. Bye. All right. There he goes. Alex Stone, everybody. Ding dong with that guy. What a chase this afternoon.
Woo.
This guy I followed on TV went from downtown L.A. all the way to the 405, all the way to Van Nuys, like in 40 minutes, on a Thursday, on a crowded Thursday. That guy should be driving Uber. He'd be the number one Uber driver in L.A. You can get your ass home in 10 minutes. But instead, he went criminal, and now he's locked up. His pants are down around his ankle. He was running with skids on or flip-flops or, slides. Running away from the cops. Like the cops couldn't catch that guy. I love the guy running. The guy running away from cops is exactly like in a Superman movie where a guy shoots Superman 6 times and it doesn't kill him. And then the suspect or the robber, the bad guy, throws the gun at Superman.
And Superman ducks.
Yeah, like that'll get him. The 6 bullets that deflected off his chest didn't hurt him, but throwing the gun at him might put his eye out. Unbelievable. All right, we're live. We're keeping an eye on, I don't know, maybe rain. KFI AM 640.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, the rain is coming. I'm not kidding. It is. It's on its way. It's not here yet. It was supposed to be here today. It's not. But it's on its way, and you've got to be careful if you're in a burn scar area, because that could wipe you and your family out.
We have some rain coming in. We've been talking a lot about it over the course of the last several days, and a lot of people trying to plan what to do, what to cancel, what to keep. And again, this is going to be a pretty messy type of a situation for us Friday into your Saturday. Live at Doppler 7,000. We do have some rain as we're getting out towards our mountains. Not a lot going on there, but if you're heading to the north, heading into areas of Northern California, rain has been going, and it's going hard in these areas. San Jose as well, the Central Coast as well. And we're waiting for some of that to transfer south into Southern California. Now, this rain...
All right, so Northern California, the reason Mammoth said they're not opening because they're going to get too much snow, and then they did a live shot from Mammoth today. There's snow in the upper elevations, but not in the lower elevations. So they're going to delay opening, I think, for another week.
Is moving into our area by the time we're heading into late tonight, but really tomorrow morning for the morning drive, we are looking at a cold front that's going to settle right into Southern California, especially Ventura. It looks like areas of northern Los Angeles County for the early morning drive. And so I think that's going to be quite a mess. And then that's going to get a little bit more intense as we're heading into the afternoon hours. We also have snow out of this system.
So they're asking everyone to stay home tomorrow. How about that? It's going to be raining, so you got to stay home. I saw that today on TV. If it's not necessary for you to drive, please stay home. Why is that? It's drizzling. It's going to be drizzling, maybe some heavy rain, but just stay home.
We also have snow out of this system. This cold front's going to produce some snow in the Sierra Nevada. So for anybody that's been waiting for the ski season to open up, you're going to have it.
Oh, I think Big Bear is going to get some snow too. In Big Bear, Lake Arrowhead, Arrow Bear, Arrowhead, all those arrows up there.
1 to 3 footers out towards areas of Mammoth all the way up to Tahoe. So it will be nice to get some snowfall going for the ski season that's approaching. And then we're heading out towards 61 degrees into Oxnard, 60 over into Los Angeles, and 61 degrees into Fullerton. So let's talk about the system and how it's being broken up.
Yeah, Big Bear is great. And Big Bear, a lot of great memories of Big Bear going up there as kids. My uncle used to drive us up there. So there was his 3 kids, us 6. There were 9 kids in a station wagon. And he smoked with the windows up all the way there and all the way back. And he also had a bottle underneath the seat and would take occasional hit off whatever he was drinking in the bottle. Different time. Little dangerous, going up the mountain buzz with 9 kids in the car and only 4 seatbelts. That was an adventure. Right? That could have ended wildly. It didn't, but it could have. Certainly could have. But I know 2 people that have cabins. Neil Saavedra is one of them. And I got a friend of mine who's retired law enforcement. I don't want to say his name. I don't know if his wife knows he has a cabin up there. But these guys, they're not making $2 million a year, and they got cabins in Arrowhead and in Big Bear. And I said to Belly, I can't afford a cabin in Arrowhead or Big Bear. And she said, yeah, well, those 2 guys you mentioned are also not at the racetrack every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I said, oh, okay. All right. I get that. Thanks for bringing me down. Thank you. All right, we're live on KFI. Rain is coming. It is coming. It'll be here tomorrow and Saturday, and you'll be very fortunate that you're in the know. And keep it on KFI for updates all day long, all night long, with this crazy storm coming in. Back-to-back storms coming in. Back-to-back. We're live on KFI.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Sorry if we screwed up your day today. We said it was going to be here today. It's not. It's going to be mostly tomorrow and Saturday. So there you go. All right. But keep it on KFI if you're going to need warnings. If there's warnings to evacuate or mudslides that are happening, you want to know. You'll definitely want to know. And to know, you've got to have information, and that's what we do here at KFI. That's what we do. The Pursuit was great today. That guy is a celebrity. He got from downtown LA. He went all the way through Beverly Hills, through West LA, got on the 405 northbound, got off at, I don't know, it was like Sherman Way or Van Owen, that area.
Burbank
Boulevard. He got off at Burbank and then went northbound on Sepulveda. You're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. And then they caught him up in that Van Nuys area. And, man, he did that whole thing in like 40 minutes. And it's just proof that if you're really aggressive, you can get home. Lickety split, no matter what the traffic's like. But this guy didn't get home. Cops ended up pulling him over. He crashed his car. He couldn't make a turn. He got sideways on a turn, crashed his car, and then he decided to run. He's running, trying to put his hood on with slides on and his pants coming off his waist.
And it was great to see him. Like, he goes up to a fence or a gate,
right.
Thinking, and you're like, okay, is he going to try to go through the gate or go over the gate? And neither happened. He just bang went right into it.
He was exhausted by then.
And I love the van or the minivan that started following him for the last mile or so.
Yeah, from Florida.
Yeah, what the heck was that about?
I don't know. I don't know if the guy knew him or what happened, but they
took them into custody too.
I love the guy who's, like this skinny young guy with slides. His pants are coming off. He's got a hoodie on, and he thinks he's going to outrun these 25-year-old cops who are in great shape with a car.
And he stopped in downtown, got out with the lady that was in the car with him in the passenger side. They got out and ran around for like 30 seconds and then got back in the car.
That's right.
When they got out of the car, it was funny because she ran up to him and grabbed his like sweatshirt or something.
Yeah.
And would not let go.
Yeah.
He's like dragging her.
I love that you refer to her as a lady.
Well, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, she was just back from finishing school.
She had a very low cut front shirt, so it was kind of obvious.
Yeah. She She's a lady. Yeah. She's a lady. Yeah, ding dong. Here's some audio from that pursuit if you missed it. It went on from like 2 to 3:30 or so.
Here's one of the persons from that vehicle, that SUV. They have that person detained. It's unclear what role they played in it at this point, but
9 helicopters, 15 cop cars. Everybody knows how this is going to end, except the guy driving. And he thought he could get away with. He had no tennis shoes on, pants were falling, and he had a hoodie that he was trying to conceal himself. He still went for it right up to the end. He thought he could get away.
You can see the driver's vehicle. This is the pursuit vehicle that was going. I clocked him 80 miles an hour there, and he decided to try to make that right-hand turn. Couldn't make the turn. Hard on the brakes. Went up onto the sidewalk, and then they bailed out. As far as the white SUV, though,
he could have killed somebody.
Yeah,
easily. There's kids out of school, walking home in that area, and easily could have killed a kid. Ugh.
Incredibly reckless driving. Yeah.
Yes. Shame on him.
Finger wag.
He does not deserve an attaboy.
And his lady was not helping him.
I don't know who raised this cat.
I don't see it at this point. That driver might have taken off and left the passenger there that was running after him. So there's the passenger from the SUV, and then the 2 suspects from the pursuit vehicle are in the alleyway here, and it looks like...
Man, the audio from these helicopters has gotten so great over the years.
Pretty good.
It's almost like he's in studio.
Are in the alleyway here, and it looks like they still have them out of the vehicles, but are about to put them in.
Yeah, we didn't know how long this pursuit was going to go, but more than an hour after following it, that driver's luck ran out.
You know who's great is that Chris Christie. He's become like the go-to guy to follow when there's chases on in the evening. He's become like that Stu Mundell of the evening. Stu split on us. He went for the money. He took the Brinks truck and loaded up in morning drive.
Later.
And he split. But he was the best. And now Chris Christie, because the more interesting chases are at night. Yeah. You may get one a month in the morning, but, guys who run from the cops, they're not morning birds. They're night owls. And so the nighttime chases are always the best. And Chris Christie, it almost even sounds a little like Stu Mundell. He gets excited and crazy, and that's what you want in a chase. You don't want a guy just, monotoning it. You want a guy who's, going crazy with you.
Little feeling, man. Show us what you got.
That's right. Okay, rain is coming. Topanga Boulevard is going to be closed. Topanga Canyon. And that's sad news for people who live up there. Also some sad news. Jesse Jackson's been hospitalized for a rare brain disorder. And he was a big part of our show for a long time. And I really like that dude. When I was... we used to tape part of his show, and then we'd play it on the air and have people guess what he's saying. And so I was in charge of recording that on TV from his church every Saturday. He had an organization called Rainbow Push. And I was recording about a week after we had my daughter, just sitting at home recording and making notes on some things that I couldn't understand Jesse Jackson saying. But I very clearly understood when he said, it's not what you buy your kids, it's where you take them.
Yeah.
And I wrote that down, and I lived my entire life that way. It's not what I bought my daughter, it's where I took her.
Making memories.
Oh, my God. If you're a new mom or new dad, I only have one piece of advice for you. It's not where you buy them, it's where you take them. Take them everywhere. You're going to have great, great memories. Put them in the car wherever you go. Home Depot, just up to the drugstore, wherever. Stick them in that car. And man, you'll see wild, great results.
Is that a dinner bell I just heard?
Nah, it's my bookie. I owe him.
Ding!
The money's going his way this week.
Soup's on.
Hold on one second.
For him.
I'll meet you at Chevron. 7:30. Okay.
I'll be the one in the shades.
Yeah. So depressing. All right, we're live on KFI.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Rain tomorrow, Saturday will be heavy. It was supposed to be here today. It's not, but we're keeping an eye on it for you. So keep it on KFI, especially tomorrow and Saturday. Should be pretty heavy. There's going to be a new high rise in downtown Los Angeles. AEG, who I think own the Kings. I don't know if they own Staples Center or now Crypto.com. I think they also own, they're a big company. I think they also own the Avalanche in Colorado or the Nuggets. They're big in Colorado and in downtown LA. They're building a 49-floor high-rise. 49 floors. Huge in downtown LA, which would mean a lot of jobs and a lot more places to live. Let's find out what's going on in downtown LA. A big, huge ass building.
Another high-rise hotel may be coming to downtown LA. The LA Times reports AEG has filed plans for a 49-story building that would contain a hotel as well as permanent residences, bars, and restaurants. It would be built atop a parking lot at the corner of Olympic and Georgia Street across from LA Live. The Times reports the company doesn't plan to break ground anytime soon and that this is just a first step for future development.
Okay.
AEG already owns LA Live and Crypto.com Arena along with the LA Kings and part of the Lakers.
There you go. All right. A lot of money with that crew. And that's a hot area, LA Live. That's a really cool area, to live around. I wouldn't wander too far from home, though, in any direction, north, south, east, or west. You get within 4 or 5 blocks either direction. You're like, ooh. A little tight around here. But it is a cool area. LA Live is great. They shut down, I think they call that Chick Hearn Boulevard or Chick Hearn Drive. Between
or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, between
Chick Hearn Court.
Chick Hearn Court, okay.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah. Were you there when Chick Hearn got that street named after him?
I believe I was. I wasn't there, but I was.
You were working for the Lakers?
Yeah.
Wow. How long did you work for the Lakers?
Almost 10 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That must have been fun.
It was the best job I ever had, Tim.
What Maddie's doing. Hey, but you got to, when they won championships, you were on the double-deck bus. Twice.
How cool is that?
Who was on your bus? Do you remember?
Rick Fox and Robert Ory.
Wow. That's huge.
That's a pretty good bus, huh?
Yeah, it's a very good bus. And because Rick Fox always had great ladies around.
Very handsome man.
Yes.
Very, very handsome.
Was he married at the time?
Yeah, to Vanessa Williams.
Wow. What a life that guy's got going.
Very gorgeous woman.
Woo.
Stunning.
Miss America, wasn't she?
Yeah, and she was very sweet, too.
For a minute.
Oh, is she? Oh, she's not Miss America anymore?
Well, I mean,
they move on?
She lost her title before it was due.
Oh, is Scandal?
Yeah. Well, the whole
I remember that.
taking pictures that got released.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
yes,
she was
yes,
the first one.
yes. Good reason to lose it.
Yeah.
In my books. I think the only cool reason to lose it is you
showing your boobs.
Took the nudies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
She went on to be very successful. So
singer, actress, yeah, multi-talented.
Does she know you by name?
No. Does
Rick Fox?
He might have forgotten it by now, but then he did.
Was she on the bus at the time?
No.
Was Kobe Bryant? Did Kobe Bryant know who you were?
Yes.
That's incredible. What a brag that is. Mm-hmm. So when Kobe Bryant died, that was a big deal for you.
Very sad. Very sad.
But and you knew the kids probably too since they were born.
I knew. Yeah. I was around. I'm thinking maybe she was pregnant with Gianna. I knew Natalia, when she was little.
Was Shaquille O'Neal cool to you?
The sweetest.
Is that
very
right?
Funny. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
They were all very nice.
Were you in the locker room when they were changing?
Yeah, sometimes. But
that's the only time you went to the locker room,
they
right?
Let the press in like 15 minutes after the game. So the guys, some of them go to the showers. Some have, they're icing up. So once you're let in there, they're in different, maybe one guy's, sitting with a towel over his lap, icing his ankles.
Did you ever see anything?
I've seen a few things.
Is that right?
A few things.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Whose ankles did you see?
I saw all their ankles.
Is that right?
Yeah. What's funny is they were always very respectful because there was always a ton of media in their locker room. But when you'd go into the opponent's locker room, they weren't so respectful.
No, I guess, right, yeah.
At all.
Well, were you there? I guess you were there after they made the policy that women could go in there because, for a long time, it was just male reporters allowed.
Yeah.
And, you females were held back. Were you there when that happened? Were females?
I think that whole thing that happened with the New England Patriots with Lisa Olson and Victor Kiam, that was way before.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So you weren't part of the suffrage.
No, I was not.
You just took advantage of it. Jumped right in there.
The door was open.
Did you travel with the Lakers?
In the playoffs.
Really?
Actually, it was the finals, too.
So when you got married to John, he probably thought you were loaded.
He 100% thought I had way more money and prestige than I did.
Did you ever get him tickets?
Oh, he had a fabulous year. My last year with the Lakers, John, got the tickets,
right?
Was in the suite, got to meet the players.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man. You must have loved that.
He did. He came to Media Day with me and got to meet all his, James Worthy and Magic.
Wow, that's a dream come true.
Oh, yeah, he loved it.
By the way, I got a great James Worthy story when we come back. A great James Worthy story.
Will it be worthy of it?
Let's hear it.
All right, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write the name down so I remember. Okay, James Worthy. When we come back, I got a great James Worthy story. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. That's it. That's the hour. Okay, good night.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.